Your life force is your creative energy. Your life force energy, creative energy, and sexual energy are all one in the same. They all come from the same power source. Our creative energy is innate within us. It is our life force. When we tune into this truth, it is evident that we are all creative. Regardless of how creative you think you are, or how creative other people told you you were or were not growing up, you were born creative. Any definition for what you think it means to be creative outside of simply being alive, throw it in the bin and delete it from your mindset right now to continue your journey through this book with the blank canvas of a beginner's mind. Being creative means that you have the capacity to create. As long as you have a life force, as long as you are breathing, you have an innate impulse that drives you to create. You will have this impulse until you have your last breath, when your body no longer has a life force flowing through it. Your life force energy is what animates your body. A human being born into this world becomes animated with life through their first breath. As soon as the baby takes its first breath, they become alive for their life of creation on earth. It is our breath that allows us to live in the world, to interact, procreate, and co-create. As our life force becomes activated by our first breath, so does our primal impulse to create, to continue life, to evolve life. We are creating in every moment of every day. We create with our thoughts alone. Our thoughts can create new states of being within ourselves and drive us to take action that changes the inner and outer state of others. Our thoughts and actions create many ripples of impact and consequences through our creative impulses when we are living our daily life, completing mundane tasks. It is our creative impulse that starts new points of the butterfly effect, where small changes can ripple into large changes. Our actions can build, they can destroy, they can alchemize by transforming one form into another. Our actions can innovate and imitate. It is our creative impulse, our innate inner impulse, that drives us to create new states of being through our lives in the world. This all plays out in every moment at a subconscious and energetic level. If this is the power your creative impulse has when you are not even paying attention to it, imagine what could happen when you harness that energy. Energy is all around us, to be played with, to be created into new things with. We have a primal drive that pulls us and draws us into the energy that is for us to play with. Your creative energy is both primal and divine. You are so fucking creative. You are so creative. Take a moment to own this powerful truth. If you stop reading this book after chapter 1, that is okay, as long as you take this message and truly believe that you are an insanely creative person purely because you exist. Right now, revisit your mindset. If there is any shred of a belief that tells you that you are not creative, or that you are not as creative as other people, or that you can't be creative because fill in the bullshit reason here, throw all of it out. It is all bullshit. There is no way in this world for you not to be a creative person. Okay, now that that rubbish is in the bin, take a moment to reflect on all the things you have created in your life. You have created within every conversation you have had. You have created within every relationship that you have had. Maybe you have created a literal human being inside of you, or helped co-create one. If you have raised a child, you have co-created many parts of them that live on. You have created your home, likely many things within your home. If you have a business, you have created so much through your products and services. If you work in services, you have created so much in the form of solutions and much more. You have created millions of moments and more in your home, work, and everyday life. You create in every moment. You just can't help it. Being creative is about so much more than painting, drawing, performing, and all the monetized creative endeavors that we often grow up associating being creative with. And it also includes all of those things that can enrich our lives if we feel drawn to those crafts. We create all the time. We can make art out of our everyday life. We do make art out of our everyday life with our primal creative energy. We are naturally creative. We always have our creative impulse creating something. When we harness this energy in the direction we choose, we become literal magic makers. You will amaze yourself with what you can do with your primal gifts within your body. Tune into this truth again. You are so creative. You have a high capacity to create in such a beautiful way. Go out and make magic. Within your creative energy and creative expression lies extraordinary depth. This is your invitation and permission slip to go and explore and to feel the expansiveness inside of you when you engage with this innate field of energy. For as long as you have a pulse, for as long as you are breathing, every single thing you create is a work of art if you choose to see it as such. This isn't something that adds pressure. Your art is allowed to capture all of what exudes life. The mess, the mundane, the mystery, the madness, and the magic. Take a moment in reverence to your innate creative power before moving forward to the next part of this chapter.